Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the Peace Dealer recording while driving. And while this may not be the most responsible thing, it is a thing. Anyway, moon in Capricorn, sun sees. Oh wow. Okay. Here's the deal. We've completed this cycle and we're coming into an Aquarius signature. The moon is going to be coming into a 300-degree angle to the sun, which in this closing sextile space will prepare to clear the field during the balsamic phase of the moon in Aquarius. Clear the field before we plant new seeds with the new moon. Okay, so the cool thing about the 11th house Aquarius signature is that this is career. And relative to these rewards from the 10th house moon Sag career aspect, because this was immutable signs, the moon in Sag 270-degree to 300-degree Capricorn signature angle completed this shift in perspective. Hence, this divine game changer that we're going to activate in less than a week from now with the new moon. That represents us quite literally activating new magic, new beliefs about ourselves. And once the planets phase into Aries, this adjustment of perspective is going to have us move in this authentic direction. This is how we literally like sequence and, collectively to individually play out this medley, as above, so below. So the moon in Capricorn and the earth sign, which indicates the material totality of the universe with Saturn, is taking this ascended higher perspective that is showing you the higher meaning of how your belief system is changing, how your perspective is literally changing subtly, albeit powerfully. Now you're applying this perspective in a collective universal earth Capricorn sign of utilization and control, because now we've understood the higher meaning. Now we can utilize that understanding. Now we can utilize this shift in perspective. And this is actually going to help you understand how to more so use these supernatural abilities, because you're going to apply what the moon in Virgo with the full moon changed with this analytical understanding of details about these beliefs. And we're going to be in a position to practically and really not only feel the direction we apply this change of perspective, but also wrap in the line with the 11th house signature of Aquarius, all the members of your dream team, all the people who are aligned with this framework of your perception and belief, and who and what belongs with and around you as you establish this practical, grounded quality and power of integrity. This is very beautiful, because coming into the completion during this phase, this is realistically what's going to allow for you to come into a real practical understanding of the rewards of everything you activated with the new moon in Aquarius and began to integrate while the moon was in Taurus, and then harvested with the 180-degree full moon of that moon to the sun in Pisces. So you need to get super excited, because this practical moon cap understanding is actively making real this perspective. This is what's going to bring more tangibility towards, of course, the direction, the understanding of the integral direction collectively you, along with everyone else, are forming your beliefs. Everything that we're going to activate with the new moon 6 months from now in Virgo, we will start to analyze how we've made these beliefs and perspectives real, which we do every year. But this year we have Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn. So the sextile that the moon will be making to Saturn, testing the integrity of our beliefs in Pisces, will align with this 300-degree angle, how practically the actions we're taking align with beliefs that are transcending old unconscious habits that we've had. The reason why this is also beautiful is it sets you up for the moon conjunction to Pluto and Aquarius. That's going to be another 28-day cycle round of awakening, extraordinary knowledge, and supernatural energy, which has to sound like a science fiction concept in a postmodern, materialist, reductionist society that sees astrology as pseudoscience. Go figure. Once again, thankfully, because, whether you have imagineered negative or positive habits, everyone's going to reap what they sow. So you will understand relative to the quality of who is around you and what actions are taken towards the dream that will key you in once we step into the new moon, who and what influences are a part of your dream as a part of the collective dream, as a part of everything you believe about yourself. And with the Saturn Cazimi, the system of beliefs you've activated as we end the world as we know it and begin to sail into a new world with new concepts, or at least the next level of concepts, as nothing is truly new under the sun. Okay. We also want to keep in mind that the moon in Capricorn will trine Jupiter and it will trine Uranus in Taurus. In order to appreciate aspects to these two Taurian titans, one a Greco-Roman Olympian god and the other a primordial, according to the lore and myth, every 28 days relative to this cycle, when the moon is in Taurus, we plant these seeds subconsciously to strengthen our physical quality of harnessing energy through our natural five senses. Then the moon's going to go into Virgo. We're going to integrate that through understanding the experience physically of how we take this strengthening of our senses and then socially integrate it by analyzing how. Does that make sense? So every time the moon is on Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, we strengthen our ability to sense more supernaturally, just more naturally. And then when the moon goes into Virgo, we're taking that strength socially and we're analyzing, this is how relative to the cycle I'm stronger like this. Then it goes into Capricorn and we complete the integration of this activation and awakening of senses done monthly, kind of like a monthly software update. And then we direct it. We now come into the results of such. And because we're doing this during Pisces season, of course, Jupiter has been in Taurus since May of 2023. And Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018. So every moon in Taurus, we've done this. Last month, we went through this cycle while the sun was in Aquarius. So we were, of course, applying this monthly awakening of a much stronger, evolved sense of our natural quality relative to the knowledge we were awakening as well. And knowing where we fit in with that collective, that puzzle piece. Well, now Pisces is showing us the meaning of this connected puzzle piece, showing us how all the interrelated parts of the whole are connected, quantum entanglement, hence Pisces being attributed to everything metaphysical beyond your senses, where the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, are strictly physical sensations, as opposed to like emotions psychologically, time versus psychological time. Shout out to those of you who read The Power of Now. So yeah, you're going to understand the sense of timing with the moon in Capricorn here. That trine to Jupiter and Uranus is now going to understand the direction to apply this expansion of your natural quality to sense physically. All right. And it's very subtle. A lot of this is auto nervous. Like, you don't necessarily think about how many times your heart is beating. Some of you are weird, you do. But you don't necessarily think about the blood flowing from your heart to the other parts of your organs. You don't necessarily think exclusively about auto nervous functions in your body, because that's what they're auto nervous for. You don't have to consciously will your heart to pump blood and your lymphatic system to drain the toxins it does, like with your liver. These are things that happen auto-nervously. So what if at this quantum auto-nervous level, you are awakening supernatural senses? It's nothing you're necessarily going to be consciously aware of as opposed to a subtle, gradual strengthening and increasing of senses by the time we end the transit and begin to work more on your brain. Where Uranus is going to enter Gemini, and we're going to have technology that interfaces with your literal brain so that you could do everything just by thinking about it instead of having to physically tap command prompts. They've already have technology for this. Neuralink, some young woman already made her own version of this, so like it's happening. This is the next rollout. It's just one facet of the next rollout with just like every element of technological advancements, people thinking it's evil, it potentially being used for evil, now having to make new regulations. So, you know, a lot to enjoy. It's amazing to even be born during this period where alien disclosure may change the way we even look at the concepts of extraterrestrial versus the true meaning of alien, a being that's beyond even this universe, outside of, instead of coming from another planet or solar system. So a lot of concepts to play with, but one thing you want to really be excited about once again is that you're coming into the rewards. So this 11th house aspect is bringing you, this is the part of the harvest, right? So we sow seeds with the new moon, 0 degrees, 90 degrees with the first quarter square, those seeds begin to break through the ground. Okay, 180 degrees with the harvest. Well, it's time to harvest the crops. So we're harvesting what we actively ingrain, the new patterns, the new beliefs, right? In this case, the new knowledge with the aqua that converted into seeing, because of course we activated an awakening of new knowledge. So if I'm coming into new knowledge, that's going to change what I believe, right? If I felt like, oh, nobody wants me, and I'm undesirable, and then this new moon in Aquarius came in, and I came into actual truth and knowledge, like, hey, like, this really cute woman is feeling you. Like, she actually, we even have proof she's in 4K saying she wants to date you. Now, my previous belief of not being wanted, now I'm changing my belief. It's like, oh my God, this is a game changer. Like, are you serious? Like, I have a crush on her. She feeling me. Now I'm actively changing my belief. It's like I'm going from I'm unwanted to I think she like me. I think she like me. I think she like me. Then we had the full moon in Virgo, and I'm literally gaining receipts. I'm saying, hey, do you like me? And she's like, hey. Now I'm starting to come into a real evidence that my belief based on that new knowledge is actually real. She really do like me. She really do like me. Moon in Libra, I might take her on a date. Moon in Scorpio, we're gonna have sex. Boom. Moon in Sag. Now I understand at the completion of the cycle. Now I understand the meaning of this new belief. I am loved. I actually am appreciated. See how I have now shifted my beliefs. And now the moon in Capricorn is in this, the moon in Capricorn is in this Aquarius signature that once we've completed the harvest, you have gross pay, you have net pay. So the 11th house is where you get, it's the rewards from career. Your second house is your money. 11th house is when you get paid from your company. And of course, now they have to take their cut, right? If we're using the crops, the 11th house is, all right, we've harvested everything. You get 30%, you get 11%. That's why it's the house of friends, associates, people you work with, because you're all divvying up your cut. But let's say, of course, this was a new knowledge. You've changed your perspective. We're coming into the rewards of this new perspective. Now that I've understood the meaning of this change in my belief from feeling that no one wants me to, oh, she does like me. Now the moon in Capricorn is going to give me the rewards of that. Now the type of people who I connect with are more people along the lines who also feel love within themselves. That's a little bit of a reach, but I just wanted to give you this analogy. Whew! And yeah, so the earth element of this is going to understand the grounded element of metaphysical, non-material aspects of your beliefs. And this is where square the North Node in Aries with Chiron, it does link to coming into real tangible evidence of your supernatural powers and abilities, however much they are, whether it's one in infinity, and more importantly, the utilization of it, how to understand its use, how to engage in the causality between seemingly metaphysical dynamics of your imagination and physical happenings. most of which before may have been seen as a post ad hoc fallacy, because it was, versus now being able to understand a more logical, practical element to it that uplifts you out of illusion. You guys stay blessed as always. Peace.